you guys, they beat you up on the glass a little bit in the first half. They controlled the second quarter. What did Jrue Holiday do in that third quarter to kind of energize you guys?
Just his ball pressure, his individual defense took on the challenge of his matchup, and I thought he did a great job on both ends of the floor. His defense led to our offense. They have 8 offensive rebounds in the first half, 5 in the second. In the first half, I thought they got a lot of tip outs. It wasn't necessarily ones that they had. At one point, they had 7, but no second chance points. And so it was tip outs that were beating us to 50-50 balls. I thought Jrue did a great job setting the tone for us from a defensive standpoint in the second half.
Was there a concerted effort to pick up the pace after halftime? It felt like maybe in the first half, was there too much mismatch hunting? What was the focus there in the second half?
No, I thought because we were getting out rebounded, we weren't able to get out in transition there, and that kind of slowed us down. So, I thought our poise quarter and a half was great. I thought their physicality bothered us in the middle of the second quarter, like in the 6 offensive possessions. And then I thought from there our defense led to our offense, and our guards did a great job pushing the pace.
Joe, what do you like most about the group's performance and approach, and what do you see as areas for growth for Game 2?
Yeah, we have to be better, right? I think there's better shift opportunities there. There's better rebounding, better boxing out. We have to own our space better on the offensive end. At the end of the day, it's one game, and there's a whole litany of possessions that we know we have to get better at. So we just got to continue to do that.
Joe, you've been talking all year about how Jayson affects the game in so many different ways. Tonight, it was definitely on the boards. He was great in that second half, trying to flip the balance a little bit. What did you see from his rebounding efforts in the second half?
Yeah, obviously, probably didn't play the efficient offensive game that he liked, but I thought his poise, you couldn't tell that. That never got in the way of his defense and his physicality and his rebounding. And that's the most important thing. He's going to score. He's going to put us in position to be successful. But, you got to answer the call defensively, physicality-wise. I thought he did that, especially in the rebounding in the second half.
Joe, just how's Jayson's wrist doing? Seems
Good.
to,
Yeah.
Yep. He's all right.
Yep.
How was he feeling after the game? Were you able to talk to him?
He's doing good.
And how do you feel like Jaylen got through this game, obviously after the layoff there and the full week of practice?
He's great.
And the physicality, you mentioned it. How do you guys handle that? How do you feel like you grew responding to that as this game advanced?
Yeah, it's never a one-time thing. You have to do it every single possession. So it starts with, answering the call on that, being physical, owning your space, setting great screens, all the small things that go into, winning a game and winning the margins you have to be able to do. And so, like I said, I thought Jrue's ball pressure did that. But, it's a commitment you got to make on every single possession. It'll be even a tougher game on Wednesday.
Joe, you held Jaylen to 31 minutes. Is that kind of where you see him? Or you just want to use some different rotations?
I don't think, I think it's more that. I wouldn't look into minutes. At the end of the day, we've talked about this coming into the best gift that we've gotten as a team is our flexibility and our versatility to be able to go to a bunch of different things and the open-mindedness that our guys have. And you saw that tonight where Peyton didn't come in to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, and then he came in at the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. So I wouldn't look into minutes from anybody. At the end of the day, we're playing against a very physical, versatile team, and we're going to use our entire roster, the versatility of that, and do what gives us the best chance to win on each and every night, knowing that, those guys are prepared to play whatever it takes in order for us to win.
And is there any conversation with Jaylen about not trying to do too much? Obviously the dunk, he wanted to show that he still had his ups. When a guy is playing through something, do you kind of talk to him and say, hey, don't just do what you can?
No, to me, I trust Jaylen. I think 6 for 14 was good. I thought he worked to get good shots. I thought there was one shot in the first half that, he could have been a little bit better. But, he knows how to take care of himself. He knows how to get to the spots that he needs to get to. To me, it's more he's getting better and better, even defensively, and the physicality standpoint. He had some great possessions on Ben Caro there in the first half. So he's right where he wants to be. He's right where we need him to be, and we're gonna continue to rely on him.
Jrue is even keeled, but when he hit that 3 in the third quarter that forced Orlando to take a timeout, he was pretty fired up after that. How much does the team feed off of just seeing him show emotion like that? Yeah,
he's an innate competitor, and sometimes he takes a backseat because of the type of guys that we have. But I thought tonight he put the team on his back from that passion and emotion standpoint, and that's why Jrue Holiday is Jrue Holiday. So we're lucky to have him. We're going to need that every single night, but we do feed off of his physicality and his presence.
And then you mentioned Peyton. He came in and had a quick 9 points off the bench and was just instant offense. What did you see in terms of the spark he provided today?
Pace, ball pressure. I thought he was just as good defensively as he was offensively. Just him pushing the pace on the offensive end, but really his physicality at the point of attack was big for us. And I think he got 2 tip-out rebounds in the second half that were big for us. Sam dove on we may not have gotten it, but it still matched the physicality that was necessary. I think he got one, and then he got another one. Sam didn't come up with the loose ball, but he dove on it, and then we came down and got the steal in transition on the viral layup. So they just made things happen. We're going to continue to do that.
Joe, in a similar vein, you mentioned Jason maybe not having the most efficient night, Jaylen, those two combined, but then Derek comes in and just has a monster game. How did you see him sort of fill those gaps offensively on and off the ball?
I think it comes from the guys just having an understanding of it. Everyone's a weapon. Everyone's has a chance to impact the game, and like I said, I think Jaylen and Jason lead in so many different ways, and one of the ways is empowering everybody around them. And so, I think Derek had 10 points off screens from Jaylen and Jason there, and that's kind of what it's about. And Derek's ability to just impact the game offensively and defensively is huge, and we need everyone to be aggressive. And he does a great job finding the shots that are important for us. And he had some physical plays on the defensive end, had a block in transition there that was big for us down there in the second half. So he was important.
Joe, you talked about Jrue's offense there in the third quarter, but he scored or assisted, or defense rather, but he scored or assisted on 7 or 10 offensively in that frame. What does it do for you guys when he's aggressive like that offensively?
Yeah, I mean, his defense led to the offense, so he was able to get some assists there out because he, from a steal or from a rebound or a deflection, and then go out and through a transition to Peyton, had a, layup there. And so when he's aggressive for us, we're a different team, and it takes everybody to do that. And, tonight it started from his defense, and he changed it for us. Thanks.